He's trying to grab the stage victory off it. This is the uphill bit now, and we all know, all bike riders watching this program, that suddenly your legs can seize, and this is the difficult bit for him. He's come down that mountain, the change in tempo alongside with Sean Kelly. What you've ridden this climb to, you come down, you go up. What's the change in tempo like to your legs?
Well, it's a very hard one, because you come down off of the descent and then you hit this and it's very steep, and the legs are, they're so tired after such a hard day, such a long day. The legs are really hurting, and it is a difficult finish. But I think for Botero, I don't think he has any problems, because he is 2 minutes 58. I think Banuski is still actually a second man on the road, and Savodelli is third if the race radio information is right, and then the race leader Armstrong Virenque is at 3:14.
Well, Botero looking for this victory. He's going to see the the red kite and distance now, and the crowd applauding him on his way through. They've heard over the public address, they've heard over their radios exactly what's going on along the route here. And now a brilliant little ride brilliant ride by Botero coming up here to try and get his victory of the stage. Calme again looking good in the mountains, as did Ochoa, when he took every one of the mountain climbs going into Lord Hutakam and finished off with a stage victory. Another one coming up now, provided his legs just don't seize up. And so the whole of Spain, I think, will be holding their breath. We've had an email in from one of the British viewers saying, how do we make cycling as interesting for the public, and so much a sport which they want to follow as they do on the continent. Well, I can tell you that still football is very big across all of Europe, and certainly football is very big in Spain, but the number 2 sport in Spain is cycling. They turn on to watch it. They don't have much great interest in motor racing, Formula 1. They don't have much interest in rugby, for instance, basketball. They love cycling. It's the number 2 sport, and right now, although this rider is a Colombian, he's riding for a Spanish team, and the Calme team alongside me, Sean Kelly. You know a lot about this team. It's the longest team in the history of cycle racing, isn't it? It's been in there sponsoring more than anybody else, and this must be a great reward for them. It's not a big budget team either, is it?
No, it's not. I think it's 21 years or something. If I remember rightly, it was in the paper there.
Will you keep talking? I'll dig in my facts and try to find that for you.
It is a long time. It's certainly the longest one. But we see Botero there when he started the bottom of that climb here into the finish. He was under pressure and he wasn't moving very fast. And when the camera took the shot down the hill there, it didn't look like it was a very steep hill. But when you're coming up it, and especially when you come up on your bike, it's a really, really steep hill. And we see Botero earlier on when he was going up these award, he looked to be going easier, and that is very steep also. But here it's really a very, very steep climb, and we see it there, the way his leg is going around, the way Botero is suffering.
Well, when we drove up here earlier on, Sean, I just looked at this climb and I went, oop, like that, and we were driving the car, and this lad's going up here now. We've been racing, when he went across the line, 249.5 kilometres. That's 156 miles, by the way. A long, hard day in the saddle. They've had a strong, rather sharp head to crosswind blowing at them, and he went away, Botero did. Right early on, we had that early climb up the Col de Asos, and at that particular point, when they went over the top with 127 kilometres, 122 kilometres to go, he was in a breakaway group, and he went over in 1, 2, 3, 4 spot at that particular time over the top of the Col de Asos. He was in that breakaway group. They formed on the way up the climb, and the climb was 13.4 kilometres, so he probably had about 125 kilometres to go to the finish as he took off with the rest of the riders on that climb up the Col de Alos, and he was there and went over the top. You made 125 kilometres now. He's been, no, in fact, more than 135 kilometres. He's been in the lead with that group. Then he took off on his own. He's got the stage victory then. Botero has got the victory. He's got the polka dot jersey. He will certainly move up on the general classification here in Briançon. He coasts across the line. Elation there to be seen as the rest of the field now start to sort themselves out for the other places, way back from the victory of Botero from Calme here in Briançon, stage 15 of the Tour de France. Look how quick they've come back at him. He did ease a bit there, but I think that may be fatigue, but it may also be the fact all he wanted to do was win the stage. He's done that. He's got more points in the Kingdom and his competition on the way through, which would give him the polka dot jersey. As now, who's going to take second spot?
Yes, I think this group have taken back Banuski. But if we see the time there, 7 hours 56 minutes for Botero, you know, that amount of time in the saddle today over this sort of terrain, it just goes to show, you know, how hard it can be, and you know, the time, it's a real endurance test.
Well, the riders there riding in alongside Lance Armstrong. There, Pantani. Also, I think Ullrich has made it through. Certainly, Virenque is there. They were saying, yes, Ullrich, Virenque, I can see him too. And Beloki, who's lying third on general classification, as Pantani starts to go now. They said this is the day when they're going to try and sort the thing out and make change. All they're doing now is racing for second, third and fourth place. As Pantani goes off the front here, looking for a second place on this one. But I think maybe he's going to wait for a climb when we have a finish up the top of a big mountain, rather than one like today when we came down the other side. I think he likes more the mountaintop finishes, does Pantani, and so on this occasion he's going to be satisfied, I think, with a second spot, because our camera's been flicking backwards and forwards. We might have missed somebody, but I think it is a second spot for Pantani, and this little climb up here actually suiting the specialist climber into second spot, helping him with more points on the King Mountains competition. He's a bit down at the moment. He's what, 14th spot, 40 points down, but he got some on the way through. This doesn't count, by the way, the Kingdom Mountains at the end of here. It just counts in the honour. In fact, Salvadelli must still be there.
Yes, that's what I was hearing over the radio. Salvadelli, he seemed to get ahead of Briançon for some reason, which didn't show on the descent on the shot. But he was making a very good descent over the race radio. He was descending very, very strongly. But Botero certainly made a very good descent, because if you look at the time that he had at the top, if that was correct, you know, he had around the 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 50 over Salvadelli. So
yeah, sorry about Salvadelli missing him out there. The cameras jump up and down. We're listening to race radio in one ear, we're watching the screen with another, and the producer's talking to us out at Paris, and we've been excited by the whole thing. And certainly Pantani coming in third spot now. He's had a first place in Ventoux, a third place here as Escatin comes across the line, and there's another of the riders from the Camel Costa Blanca team. So with the massing of the lads, and look, here's another one coming. They're going to win the team award today, as Gurini, who worked hard for Ullrich, comes across the line. So undoubtedly the way in which the Camel Costa Blanca team have ridden the race today, I think they're going to take the team award today. Will they take the overall team classification off the riders from Rabobank? As now we've still got another 2 big days in the mountain coming. Might have something to show apart from the polka dot show. They could well be moving in towards the overall team classification as well, while still Armstrong's in yellow.